Good morning, beautiful people. Today, I really wanted to chat about gassing each other up. So, hyping each other up, building community. Why not, right? Why not spread the love? I want to be just super candid and start with saying that I haven't always had this mindset, and a lot of that stemmed from just personal insecurities or, me not living as my most confident, highest self esteem, most authentic self. So when we're living our lives, not genuinely, if we're not happy, it can be really hard to see other people who are coming across confident, they're coming across strong-willed. Maybe it's even kind of like a turn off, like, ooh, that person's like doing way too much. But I think that really is just ourselves projecting onto that other person, right? We feel like we've had to be small, maybe, or like I said, we're just not feeling confident and secure in ourselves, and it can be really confusing seeing other people act that way. And unfortunately, sometimes that brings out the worst in us. So I really want you to dig deep, think about just the YouTube community, let's say. So you're seeing other people's videos. Are you gassing them up? Are you like, heck yeah, you've got this. I know that I've got this. We've all got this. Because there's enough room in this world for all of us to thrive and shine and be the best version of ourselves. Just because someone else is taking up a lot of space and they're being loud and proud doesn't mean that there's not room for you to do that, right? There's a time, when I was school age, I was definitely kind of going along with the crowd. I've always been on the quiet, shy side. I've always been more of an observer. So it was really easy for me at that young, impressionable age, finding friends who, I was just kind of like going along with whatever they said. And I just want to be really honest with myself and with you guys. The transparency is so important that there were plenty of times in my life where I was maybe kind of thinking negatively on, especially I'm talking right now about like women supporting women, right? So I look back to school age and there was definitely like a lot of competition, and now I'm finally at the point in my life where I was like, that was literally so dumb. Like, if anything, all those women should have banded together and like kicked the boys' asses. Sorry, I know I got some guy followers on here, so no shade to you, but just having a little like woman power moment. But yeah, you get older, and I've just realized that, again, that was kind of me feeling awkward, misplaced in this world. I didn't understand why some girls like had all this confidence and they were just being themselves and loud and proud, and it's really taken me years to find that growth. Unfortunately, I don't think that everyone gets there. So, of course, we want to take accountability for our actions, and we want to be responsible moving forward, and we want to learn and grow. That's kind of like the goal. That's what this channel is all about. I don't want to have any like stagnant energy. I just want to change and grow and evolve. I think that's so normal. I think that's so beautiful. So if there's someone in your life, multiple people in your life that are not going through the same kind of journey, it can be really difficult. Um, my advice would be to still offer a hand and grace to those people, right? So there's so many different situations, so many different life experiences, so many different generations. I look back, I feel so privileged to be the generation that I'm in, to be born when I was. Looking at my grandparents, they never expressed any sort of emotion that really trickled down to my parents. They're, maybe a little bit better, but we really didn't talk about just a lot of like real shit, if I'm being honest, growing up. So I'm kind of the first generation that's looking into, okay, I see these patterns, see these things that I would like to change. I would like to be better for myself. So that's kind of where I am now. Of course, we're not like all high and mighty, right? I know I'm not perfect. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'm going to continue to make mistakes, but that's okay, because we're learning and growing, and when we're trying something new and we're stepping out of our comfort zone, there's going to be mistakes. So learn to give yourself grace, Like I said, learn to give other people grace. Of course, we don't want to make so many excuses for people, though. It's a fine line. It's really, really a fine line. If you see something wrong, I believe you should say something. You need to speak up. That's another thing that does not come easy for me. In a household with two larger than life personalities, I kind of really didn't have a voice. In my home, I didn't feel like I really had a voice that much in school. Like I said, kind of just like going along with the flow, with the pact. I spent a lot of years with my body just like kind of going through the motions, now knowing that I was in a freeze state from the trauma. But now we're awake, right? Now we're self-aware. Now we know the changes that we need to make to be better and to grow. And I just love this YouTube community so much. Has really, really inspired me. I see so many people, like I said, hyping each other up. Like, you've got this. I know I've got this. We've got this. Like we can all do this together and thrive. And I think it's just super beautiful. And again, I want you to check in with yourself, check in with your heart. See, how does that make you feel when you see other people that are successful, right? Are you feeling kind of a little bit of envy? Like, I want that. I want you to channel that and turn that envy into, get that like fire in your belly to make a change for yourself. You're envious because you want that? Go get it. They have it. They went for it. It doesn't mean, that does not take away from you being able to have that. We all deserve all the good things, but we need to put in the work. And growing in community, building such a strong community, telling each other how much we mean to each other, encouraging each other, you've got this. Such little things that make such a difference. The way that you show up for yourself, for your community, for your friends and family, the attitude that you have. If you've got the mindset of like, this is too hard. Well, crap, why even start? It's too hard? You're like stressing about something that didn't even happen yet? Okay, just give up. No. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Because you can get it. We need to get out of our own ways. We need to stop putting limits on ourselves based on past situations in our lives, right? Things that people have said to us, things that maybe we've told ourselves in our mind, right? We are not our mind. We are not our thoughts. So we need to stop letting our mind get in the way and limiting us. You can do anything you want to do, but you have to start. We have to start with the research, right? It gets really, really overwhelming when you want to achieve a goal and you're like, okay, this is where I am. This is where I need to be. What the heck do I do to get there? Research. You got to treat this like, if you're trying to seriously level up your life, you're trying to learn a new skill, you're trying to build habits. It's been done before. You don't have to create like a brand new playbook. You don't have to do this alone. Reach out to people who have done it. You want to start like a new workout, a gym journey, right? Reach out to someone who's been there. Or find people, on internet. Of course, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, right? So that is kind of a little bit of a caveat there. There are some influencers who are just trying to make a buck and you can't really trust anything that they say. So if you maybe go to a trusted source. But all to say, don't feel overwhelmed. If you want to make a change, you want to grow, you want to try something new, just start super, super small. Put in the work, let's say you carve out 30 minutes to an hour a day, researching, looking into the thing that you want to try. And then we practice it. We keep, the first several weeks you might be researching 30 minutes to an hour a day. And then a couple weeks later, you might actually be doing that thing. And then a couple weeks later, you might tackle on the next step, the next level, right? And it all evolves. And the time is going to pass anyways. And that's so, so beautiful. And I know that maybe we're a little bit impatient. I don't know if that's an American thing. Probably. It probably is an American thing, right? We see something, we want it right now. But there is so much delayed gratification. So we're putting in the work day in, day out, over time, over years. We're going to get there. We can't get there overnight, but don't let that discourage you. And we can all do it together. I know I really jumped around in this one, you guys. The kind of a bunch of different topics combined into one, but if you don't know by now, that's kind of how my brain works. So welcome. And if you've been here since the beginning and you're here all the way 10 minutes through the video, that's awesome. Much love. Let's remember to hype each other up. Let's remember that someone's success does not take away from our own success. We can all be successful together. It's so beautiful. The opportunities are absolutely endless, but we do have to put in the work. Believe in yourself. Give yourself grace. You're all so beautiful. I hope that we're all feeling blessed today, and I'll talk to you next time.